Hello there mga kalaka! Welcome to another episode of Unsolicited. I'm your kalaka Jen and welcome to my vlog! Alright mga kalaka, congratulations! We have another upload.
Wow.
We are being consistent. I'm just kidding. But I have prepared another 4 questions that I'm going to answer. But we have a particular topic and I just want to share with you guys my experiences, our experiences, we millennials, during the time that we're receiving punishment or discipline from our parents. Let's go to the first question. I'm gonna pick up the first question here and says, why do you think parents from the past generations had to resort to a tough method in disciplining their children? So, let me just give a brief overview of how we millennials experience from the past. Well, from our parents' hands, whatever may be the things that surrounding your parents, which he or she can grab at the time that he had lost her temper because of your kakulitan or because of your being naughty, he would or she would grab it and hit it with you. Alright? So, whether it may be a chinelas, a walis tambo, walis ting, whatever it is, whether it's bakal, it's a buckle or what, yeah, you're going to use that to punish you. So, that's it. Without any conversation, without explanation afterwards, but there's an implied communication between the two of you that you have done something wrong and you should do the other way around next time.
What?
Right? So, to answer that question, actually, there are many factors that may be the reason why parents discipline us that way around, a tough way to discipline us. But what I could see, actually, in particular, was they've joined previously from military services or from war, our grandparents used to. And it passed on to the next generation to another because that's also the same method of discipline which our parents received from their parents. And so, now that we realize that, hold on, there's a better way to discipline our children, a much gentle way, so that we can hone our children to be successful. I think that's when it stopped. Okay, to the next question. Do you resent your parents for that kind of treatment? Absolutely not, to be honest with you. I'm not saying this because my parents will be listening to this video but because I'm actually grateful that I have undergone to such kind of discipline, because I know myself, it made me so strong, tough, and very much dependent nowadays, and that it honed my character to be this way. Otherwise, maybe I'm not this kind of independent woman who can sit down and talk to a certain camera right here as if many people are watching. Nux. So, can you share one of your unforgettable experiences being disciplined from the past? Okay, so this is a tremendous experience which I cannot ever forget, because from this moment on, didn't have the courage to go out from the house. Because, alright, so way back when I was like first year high school, I was around 13 years old during that time. I used to be the leader of the kids in our neighborhood, and when we're hanging out, we were going to the market to eat some porridge. We're eating 5 peso porridge during that time, and so we're just walking by the street when I bump into my father. So my father was like very shocked to see me. After warning me, I didn't recall that he warned me previously not to go out because my grades are not doing well. And so, in spite of I didn't budge, and so I still went out with my friends. When my father and I had an eye contact, he immediately told me to go home. And so I went home. I was waiting for my father, and he asked me to go to our backyard. And then he immediately hit the back of my head with the palm of his hand, grabbed my hair. Going to the kitchen, to my room, I just noticed my sister was packing my clothes, and I was like, had the communication through our eyes with my sister, telling her not to do it. But then she told me that if I'm not gonna do this, I'll be the one to be sent out of this house, so I have to do it. So like, I have no resort anymore, and I was in the verge of negotiating with my father that for me to stay in the house I will follow all the rules. I will no longer get out of that house. I didn't regret that moment because my grades went up. I was able to concentrate with much important things in my life. So let's go down to the last question. By the way, my sister is really bad. This question, it says here, will you continue this practice to your future children? So it depends actually. Well, I do have already a conversation with Isaiah, my husband, that he will be the ones to discipline our children and he will be the bad cop. So, hindi ako mamamalo. If it calls out the situation which I need to absorb or inherit that discipline from my parents going down to my descendants, I would do so if it calls out the situation, of course. But the default would be for me is that I would not do it as much as possible. I always adhere to the principle of good communication with your children and not resorting to any harm, especially now that it's really difficult to hurt children because of the prevailing laws nowadays which restrict us from doing so, right? But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video and for tuning in. If you like this, please give a thumbs up, comment down below for any suggestion, and kindly share this video. And if you're watching this via Facebook, kindly follow me, or if it's in YouTube, please subscribe. Thank you. Bye, guys.